Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and we're just about descending to our destination, which is Taipei, Taiwan, Taoyuan Airport. And we're descending to the altitude. A little bit too high on the profile, but it's been corrected. Descend to flight level 100. Since there is no ATC control, we don't have any restrictions, so it's okay for us to descend at any altitude. But if you are flying online on Vatsim or any other online, you might want to follow the ATC instructions. So we expect us to arrive at runway 05 left at RCTP with Tonga 1 Alpha arrival as our start. And you can see the outside view here. Using textures. Okay. So the green arc that you see here on your navigation display means that we're going to be reaching flight level 100 at that particular point, which is after Bravo. So just nice on the vertical profile here. Okay, we just got the information from the airport. The winds are at 06011 knots, and which is from the northeast. So we're good to land at runway 05 left or 05 right. But for today, we're going to be landing at runway 05 left. But if you're flying online, it depends on the controller that's controlling the airport for the runway that we're going to land. Since we're not flying online today, we can land at any runway. Okay, so we're just gonna set our minimums for today. Is, if I can remember correctly, is 100. So let's go down to 100. Okay. So for the final approach cost is 053 and the localizer is 111.1. Check here, it's 111.1, so that's correct with approach final approach cost of 053. For the missed approach, we're going to climb to 050 heading to 800 feet, and then maintain climb and maintain 3000 and hold that set up. Okay, things are looking pretty good for today's approach. We still have quite a lot of fuel on both our left and right engines, fuel tanks. Okay, so we're just about to come up to our set altitude of flight level 100. and you are expected to reach Jemmy at 6,000 at 240 knots. So let's go and slow down to 6,000. And the aircraft is telling me to set the QNH 1013, which is check. On the on the seatbelts sign, because we're just about to start to approach. And once we go past below flight level 100, we can on the landing lights. It's very good. So you see here the arc is before Jemmy, so we are expected to reach 6,000 at this particular point here before Jemmy. And after we intercept localize, the aircraft will start to turn to align with the runway. For in this case it's 05 left. And we're expected to intercept the glide slope at 1,400 feet. Then the aircraft should start to descend to land. And just about to hit minimum, so we're gonna disconnect the autopilot and land the aircraft manually. Okay, for today's approach is gonna be 05 left ILS. And it's an ILS approach, which means the aircraft will basically land it by itself. Now in real world, the pilots will use it depending on the visibility. So for today the visibility is still okay, so we can disconnect the autopilot to land manually. But in the cases that the visibility is really low and you can't see the runway before minimums, real world the pilots will actually stay with the ILS until the plane touches down completely. So for the minimums, if we still don't have the runway in sight when we reach minimum, we are expected to go around. So, but for today it's not going to be, don't think it's going to be the case, because it's pretty big, visibility is pretty good for today's flight, for today's approach. Okay, we have the winds, tailwinds from 246 degree. Speed is going down to 240. Which is good. Lovely day, bit of clouds. It's not really an issue because, you know, clouds just make the flight more challenging and something that you can look forward to, because it's just beautiful, the clouds. Okay. Okay, we're just about to pass on flight level 100. So we're gonna go and on the landing lights in just a while. Now we're gonna head over to the FMC here and click init ref. And today we're gonna be choosing flaps 30 for landing. And our landing speed will be 141. VREF will be +5, so it'll be 1. Okay, the aircraft is telling me to put drag, so I'm gonna have to use lots of spoilers. Okay, so the VREF will be 141 +5, which is 146. So the 146 we're going to be inputting here on the speed, and 146 will be the landing speed, VREF speed as we call it. Okay, we have passed flight level 100. We get on the landing lights. We're going to descend further down to 2,500. We are expected to intercept the glide slope at 1400. Okay, so the QNH here in Taiwan is 1016. Okay. Everything looks good. It's just on our profile. I'm gonna start to approach. I'm gonna start descending using the vertical speed here. Decrease the speed further to 230. So for me, I would like to stay below the vertical profile, which means we are a little bit lower than the expected altitude that we are supposed to be at. So this little triangle that's going up, it represents the altitude, whether we are too high or too low. If you're too high, the magenta triangle will be below our below, and if you're too low, it's going to be on top, on the top half of the PFD. Can decrease the vertical speed here. So we're expected to reach angle at above 2,500. So we can decrease the vertical speed here. Okay, for now we're gonna be landing. We're just gonna start our approach here. Decrease the speed further to 220. And decrease the vertical speed here. Our speed brakes is still extended, which is helping us to slow down. Okay, check the ILS frequency if it's correct. Okay. Okay, so to start our ILS approach, you're going to be first arming the localizer here. And once you have intercepted the localizer, this triangle here is going to be in the center of the PFD, and it'll be displayed on the PFD that localizer has been captured. So you can see the diamond shape that's slowly creeping to the left side, which means we are starting to be aligned with the runway, so it's slowly creeping. Now once the localizer has been captured, we're going to be arming the APP, which is our glide slope. Here, once the glide slope has been captured, same thing here, there's a diamond. And the aircraft is going to start to descend towards the runway. Reduce the speed further to 210. The flaps come up. Check. That notch of flaps. Okay, gonna start. Gonna arm the localizer here. You can see the diamond is slowly creeping. Okay, localizer has been captured. As you can see here, we can arm the APP, which is gonna intercept the glide slope. Okay, check the landing speed is 146. Use the speed further to 180. And one notch of flaps can come down. Okay, it's a lovely day here in Taiwan. Okay, so the glide slope is slowly creeping down. Okay, we're going to reduce the speed further to 160. Okay, glide slope has been captured. Reduce the speed to 146. Okay, fully extend the flaps. Gears down. On the left, turn off lights and taxi lights. Okay, on the speed brakes. For the auto brakes, we're gonna go with 2. Okay, flaps. Cabin is ready, so we are ready to land. Alright. Flaps full. The autopilot is going to come off in just a while. There we go, lovely. Alright, so we have the runway in sight. That means our autopilot can come off right now. Alright, check. We are just nice on the vertical profile. We're a little bit low, but it's going to be corrected in a while. So once we hit 330, once we hit 30, we're gonna slowly reduce the throttle. We're gonna cut back on the throttle a little bit low. It's been corrected here. Okay. Continue.
40, 30, 20.
Cut back to throttle and let the aircraft gently touch down on the runway. Perfect. Now try to stay on the center line. And here comes the reversals. Reverse green. 80 knots when you're braking. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna turn right onto the next taxiway, which is November 7. Flight directors can come off. And I'm going to be stopping here on the taxiway to clean out the aircraft. Okay, speed brakes can come up, flaps can come up, off the landing lights and strobe lights, and you can start the APU, and the TCAS will be set to standby. Okay, so for today we are expected to park at gate Bravo 6. So we are currently on November 7. We can turn right here onto November Charlie. And we're gonna take, it pretty much takes us down to Whiskey Charlie, and then Quebec to Bravo 6. Okay, so the APU has been started. The TFC here and on the left, on the right side. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna call for GXX Bravo 6. Oops. Bravo 6. There we go. Lovely day here in Taiwan. It was a pretty good approach and landing, to be honest. We're going to turn left here on Whiskey Charlie. Lovely add-on airports. Here's such great details for these airports. I'm going to left here onto Quebec. Level 6 will be on the left side. Okay, turn left here onto Quebec. And you can off the landing runway turn-off lights and taxi lights. Okay, we're just gonna go with side view here. Okay. Might want to bring up the camera view on the front wheel. There we go. So that is our gate right there. Bravo 6. Lovely airport, lovely airport. It's always a joy to fly to Taipei, because the scenery here is just so great. It's Bravo 9 on our left side and Bravo 8. Bravo 7 and Bravo 6. We're going to turn left here. Okay, slowly bring the aircraft to the stop. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna set our parking brakes. And since the APU is running, we can shut down the engines. And the beacon lights can come off, seatbelt signs off the fuel pumps and the hydraulics. Okay, we're gonna request deboarding. Okay. Alright guys, that's basically how you fly the 777-300ER aircraft. If you have any questions or clarifications, please feel free to comment under the comment sections. And please like, subscribe, and hope you've enjoyed the video, and once again, thanks for watching.